Hi everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me yet again. This is a shorter video. We haven't done one of these for a while, but there's a story going round and it's to do with just Meghan, and I just wanted to bring it up because I'd really love to hear your thoughts on this one. This centres around Meghan's appearance recently in her trailer for the holiday special of Netflix. And Meghan appeared wearing this silk green dress. And people were quick to point out that they recognised it from when Meghan did the Variety magazine interview and photo shoot a couple of years back. The emerald green Galvin dress, which retails at $1,700, apparently walked away with Meghan, along with a lot of other stuff, as they wrapped up the photo shoot. This came to light because of Vanity Fair and New York Times writer Vanessa Grigoriadis. She revealed to Andrew Gold on his podcast and said, "What's shocking about hearing these kinds of alleged stories is that someone who is living in a $15 million plus mansion in Montecito, who's had $100 million deals, would care enough to take some jewellery and clothes from a photo shoot that she can afford." Well, I have to completely agree with her. But this isn't the first time that we've heard a story of Meghan having somewhat sticky fingers, and it's got nothing to do with her jam or her honey. Tom Bower reported in Revenge that when she did a couple of photo shoots with Reitmans, she was apparently so awful to the staff, she was called the meanest person I've ever worked with by the director, Jean Malik. This was back in 2016 before Harry. This is when she was just number 6 on the call sheet. Rachel Zane. Apparently she made so many diva demands that the staff swore to never work with her again. But Meghan reportedly left that shoot with these shoes that she was later spotted wearing whilst out with former bestie Jessica Mulroney. Now, Meghan's mole was quick to also add to this because she recognised the dress that Meghan was spotted wearing in New York recently when they met up with the psychic and bumped into Ed Sheeran. This tweed Chanel dress came from the Cut magazine photo shoot. So it seems that Meghan's love of freebies has long continued from her being an unknown D-list actress right the way through. And when we say freebies, I mean, could this be five-finger discount, as some people call it? A few people said perhaps she suffers from kleptomania. This is an impulse control disorder characterised by the urge to steal, even things that they don't actually want or need. They get a high from it. It's a form of addiction. Although I will say that klepto-meg has quite a nice ring to it. It's kind of up there with megalomaniac as well. I think both of those are quite suited to her. And it doesn't really seem that far-fetched with Meghan, with the fact that she's a compulsive liar. She continues to lie about things no matter how many times she gets caught out. So someone who compulsively lies, could it be that they compulsively steal as well? Meghan is, after all, someone who steals people's ideas. She's the queen of plagiarism, so why not close on top of this? But saying all of this, my personal opinion on this is she didn't steal, well, I'll say the dresses and the apparent jewellery. I don't believe that she stole it. I believe that Meghan took it, and there is a very big difference. Let's not forget that this is a woman who managed to convince Harry of a lot of things, to be fair, but one particular thing that always makes me chuckle inside is Harry put in spare that when he was trying to convince the Queen and his father that Meghan would be a suitable bride, she would be a brilliant working royal. I'm sure they all had the red flags, but he said that Meghan won't cost a lot of money. She makes her own clothes, right? So this all came out that Harry actually believed Meghan's lies. This is Meghan Markle, who in her first year of marrying Harry blew near enough £1 million, English pounds, on clothes and handbags and all of the other bits and bobs that she could get her fingers on. Now, can you imagine if she blew that much in the first year, how much she managed to go through in her very short tenure of being a working royal, how much she managed to squirrel away? Let's not forget the palace staff that were bullied by her. They spoke out and said that one of the issues that Meghan had, and I think this is the reason why Melissa Tubarty left, was because they tried to stop her from taking freebies. Meghan actively sought the freebies, despite her having an open checkbook from Harry's daddy. This is Meghan the humanitarian. How can anybody that seriously thinks that they're a humanitarian, that wants to change the world, who's never come from that sort of wealth, go, oh, there's an open checkbook there, I'm gonna blow millions. But more fool the royal family for not slamming that checkbook shut earlier on. But I guess they were all trying to pander to poor little Harry. Again, a lesson that I think has been a hard learn for that family in the long run. I think a lot of us have always been suspicious with that red dress with the tag hanging down. I don't think a member of royal staff would have actually forgotten to do something like that, so it makes me think perhaps that dress was going to get returned or sold for a cash exchange at a later date. Charles gets the receipts for all of the clothes that Meghan's bought, but funnily enough, we never really get to see any of those clothes. Well, we certainly haven't to this point, but we are seeing clothes from Meghan doing magazine shoots. I'll bet Netflix staff and Harper's Bazaar staff are currently checking with the wardrobe departments and trying to do an inventory. But this is where I want to clarify what I mean by I don't think she so much as stole it rather than took it. Meghan, as we know from so many reports, is that egotistical and demanding. I believe that she wouldn't think twice about barking at the wardrobe assistants and just taking items. Yes, of course, it's still stealing, but I don't think that she'd be sneaky about it. More of a case of, I'm taking this and you can do sod all about it. But having headlines such as Duchess sticky fingers is a string to her bow I don't think she's going to be that happy about. I can only imagine what Prince William must think at this point, if he even thinks of them at all. I'm in no doubts that Meghan is currently screaming at staff over in Montecito to try and get a clapback article out there. Perhaps harassing some wardrobe assistants to say, we gave the items to her honestly. Could you imagine the pressure that the staff are now under to try and correct this narrative? And this is no doubt why, if the rumours are to be believed, her current communications director is also about to quit their job, according to a new blind item. Who can blame them? This is rats leaving a sinking ship. Then, of course, we have the recent Harper's Bazaar interview with Meghan, where this writer, as I said, I reckon Meghan's really unhappy with the backlash that this has caused for her, but they managed to get it into print, the true level of Meghan's pretentiousness and how it's completely off the scale. This is the same woman that said royal titles didn't mean anything to her to Oprah, and she wanted to be linked and not ranked, has staff announce her entrance, not just in friends' mansions, but also as she arrived by a golf buggy to meet the group of school children that were 11 and 12 years old. Yes, I finally read the article. That's in there as well. She got them to announce her arrival to school children using her full titles. This woman, I am certain, could give Andrew, formerly known as Prince, a real run for his money when it comes to being haughty, pompous, and entitled. So no, I don't believe that Meghan stole these clothes and the jewellery. I believe that Meghan blatantly turned around and said, I'm going to be taking this, this and this. Why? Because you've had the honour of giving me an interview and photographing me, so I should be able to take what I want. All Meghan has done since she came into the public sphere is take and take. All of the time. She's never grateful for anything. She never says thank you for anything. She just believes that everything is owed to her because she is so wonderful. We know more recently from Vogue that her list of demands were so outrageous they said that even Beyonce wouldn't have managed to get what Meghan was trying to. So I believe that Meghan just takes and takes, but I don't think that she would think to steal it. I think that she would just be that obviously blatant and saying, I am going to take that because I am a duchess. So guys, on that note, I will be back with you very soon. It's only a short video because my mum surprised me earlier. She's on her way down via train. So I've now got to drive miles out into the countryside to the nearest train station and collect her. So I will be busy tomorrow, but I will be back with you because we've heard from another Duchess who doesn't use her titles. We've got the Princess of Wales. We, of course, have Prince William on top of this. And I need to talk about Harry's impending appearance. It's another pay-for-play sort of event, and he is just becoming no different. Do you remember to the fake prince that he was photographed with at the Legends of Aviation Award? I mean, honestly, a reality TV show isn't far away in the distance for Harry and Meghan. So that's it for me. I will be back with you very soon. Take care for now. Bye.